This video will help you coach your employees on how to speak up at work to make meetings more productive. You'll gain valuable tips and techniques for making them feel empowered in the workplace. Now, as a leader, on average, you spend about 23 hours in your work week, a little over 50% of your time in meetings, and for many of you, much more. During these meetings, do all team members share an equal amount of airtime? No, they don't. In fact, a Kellogg School of Management study found that 2 people do up to 70% of the talking in a typical meeting. Now think about it. How does this affect you? Some of your intelligent, capable employees don't know how to speak up at work because they can't get a word in while others are doing 70% of the talking. And when they do speak, their peers talk over them and interrupt them. This makes them less likely to try and speak up again the next time they have an opportunity to do it. So let's look more closely at this issue. I asked 6 of my coaching clients who struggle to speak up, what's it like being them? What's it like being me? These are lessons from employees who struggle to speak up. Number 1, I can't find my way into the conversation. Number 2, my voice gets ignored or drowned out. 3, others speak over me. 4, I'm constantly interrupted if I speak up. 5, I speak tentatively. 6, I apologize repeatedly. It is vital as a leader that you do not let your employees fade into the background, be ignored, or have their comments dismissed by the people dominating the meeting, the 2 that are doing 70% of the talking. Barbara Adachi, Regional Head of Human Capital Consulting at Deloitte, and the first woman to win this position, overcame her inclination not to speak unless spoken to. She said, I used to go to meetings and just not say a word. People wonder why I was even there. Unless asked to comment, I wouldn't volunteer. Speaking up was so hard for me. Do you struggle with speaking up at work for yourself? As Adachi's example shows, this happens to leaders at all levels. You have to set the right example, not just for your employees' benefit, but for your own career. Not speaking up at work will have a profound negative influence on your career. Over the long term, it can cause you to lose high visible opportunities, get passed over for a promotion, be chosen as the person to be laid off. So how can you correct course? Start by taking up more airtime, or people will assume you may have nothing to contribute. And if they assume you have nothing to contribute, you will become a hidden leader who will end up being overlooked and underutilized. Perhaps you already are. The company doesn't want that, and you definitely don't want that for yourself or your employees. So as a leader, think about your employees, your team members, and your peers. What difference would it make for them if they spoke up more? Now I want to go over and have you learn the 4 key benefits realized by employees who learn how to speak up at work. Number 1, feeling engaged. When their ideas are being heard, listened to, and implemented, they feel important. In turn, they become more interested and invested in their jobs. Number 2, knowing they are valued. They feel seen for the value they provide. Number 3, enjoying career success. Sharing their knowledge capital helps them develop more relationships and enhance their visibility with colleagues and executives in the company. And number 4, multiplying their influence and opening up new opportunities. When employees communicate their ideas with others, they multiply their influence and open up new opportunities for promotions and leadership. Your employees need to speak up instead of holding back from contributing, or their amazing ideas, thought-provoking questions, creativity, and ingenuity will just remain unspoken and unheard. And they would be doing the company and themselves a disservice by keeping their opinions to themselves. Buy my book, Executive Presence. Step into your power, convey confidence, and lead with conviction. It's an excellent resource showing you how to get your employees to speak up more. An entire chapter of this book is dedicated to improving this specific area.